Hello. Hello, hello. Hi, chat. Sorry. I was running to the bathroom. I realized I had to pee right as I pressed go live. And then I was like, shit. But I made it. Hi. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? It is good to see you again for those who were at co-working. And it is good to see you today for those who didn't make it to co-working. Also, my hair is annoying me. Hold on. Are those new glasses? Yes, these are my new Zennies. Oh, my hair is a nightmare today. I washed it before going to bed last night and it dried with weird shapes. I don't know what happened. I hate it. They look fab. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness, all the sounds. Ah. It is so good to see all of you. I hope you guys are doing really well. Let me catch up. Let me see who got the first group. I see Hopeful Weirdo, Felipe, Maggie, Thomas, and she watches Twitch. Congratulations for snatching one of the first 5. I hope you guys enjoy your part of the cool crew today. Felipe, welcome in. Maggie, welcome in. Hopeful Weirdo, welcome in. She watches Twitch, welcome in. Faye, welcome in. Thomas, welcome in. Elia, welcome in. Liquor, welcome in. Rose, welcome in. Jellystam, welcome in. Lizzie, welcome in. Carolina, welcome in. Jess, welcome in. Noisy, welcome in. Light, welcome in. Tanisha, welcome in. Swaroop, welcome in. Courier, welcome in. Dancing Donut, welcome in. I never say your whole name. I always just say Donut. I don't know what's going on there. Tia, welcome in. Lena, welcome in. Magda, welcome in. You, welcome in. Craig for Sims, welcome in. Jeffley, welcome in. Sun Sims, welcome in. Savannah, welcome in. Ari, welcome in. Senator, welcome in. Pauline, welcome in. Bloomstead, welcome in. Noah, welcome in. Plumlo, welcome in. Mimbim, welcome in. Wicked, welcome in. Also, Tia, thank you so much for the 155 stream streak. Let's freaking go. Mimbim, thank you so much for the 35 stream streak. Let's go. Aurora, welcome in. Mary Hone, welcome in. Lindsay, welcome in. This isn't co-working. No, correct. This isn't co-working. Gwendath, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Were you expecting co-working? I did an amazing thing. I wanted to ask if Zenny shipped worldwide and then stopped myself and read your post. Can you imagine info in a post? I know. And well, actually, the info in the post is not really that remarkable. It's the fact that you're reading it. Damn. I just turned up at co-working time, but I did a cool thing today and wanted to come tell you. Tell me. I would love to hear. Tell me. 170. Let's go, you. Thank you so much for the 170 stream streak. That's wild. That is wild. Oh, my hair is a nightmare. Anyways, do you have a discount code? Or, you know what? I have something fun for you. There you go. Now you can read it. Now you can read it. For anyone who missed it, though, hold on. Because they sent me 2 pairs. You think the hair looks great. Thank you. I appreciate that. They sent me 2 pairs. So I want to show you guys the other pair. Although I will be wearing this pair because this pair is vibing with my outfit today. Also, Joanna, welcome in. And Jane, welcome in. And Fire Cutes, welcome in. I hope you guys are doing well. But I got a pair. Hollow earlier said that it was giving Billie Eilish. And I don't think I've ever received a better compliment. I'm gonna put that on my resume. I'm genuinely putting that on my resume. This is like completely different vibe. Completely different vibe. It's giving Billie eyelash. I'll take that. But yeah, I am really excited about this partnership. I mentioned it in the Discord, but it's like I already wear glasses every single day. I remember when I was 9 years old, I desperately wanted glasses, and I asked for glasses for my birthday. Like, I didn't need glasses. I literally asked my grandparents for fake glasses for my birthday. I still have them. I still have my very first pair of glasses. Yeah, ever since I've been obsessed with wearing glasses and styling them as an accessory. And then I actually needed glasses at one point, and I was like, shit. Now I have to commit to a pair because I'm going to have to get prescription glasses, and those are hella expensive. I remember my first pair of prescription glasses were $650. Uh-huh. Because if you go to like an optician and you buy like branded glasses, because that's what they sell there, they get expensive as fuck. Even if you get the non-branded frames, they're like at least 200 plus for prescription glasses. So I kind of just accepted my fate and I was like, you know what? I'm never going to be one of those fashionable glasses girlies because I don't have the money to afford that. And then I found brands like Zennies that actually do this stuff affordably, accessibly, stuff like that. And I am now very proudly partnered with a glasses brand. But I'm really excited about it. I just think it's really cool. Do what I did, buy them. I don't really want the Meta glasses. I'm fine without them. I already have screens in front of my face so much that I don't think I want them on my face. Yeah, 600. I know. Kind of crazy. Wearing glasses gives me a weird sort of headache on the bridge of my nose. I know exactly what you mean, Jess. I know exactly what type of headache you mean, and it sucks. Unfortunately, the only way to get over that is by wearing your glasses every single day. Because it's basically just your body needs to adjust with something permanently sitting on your nose. I usually wear contacts over glasses because I'm so self-conscious. I think it'd be fun to get myself a cute pair, though. Yes. Oh, my God. Honestly, I believe that there's a pair of glasses out there for everyone. You do, like, some people just are lucky and every type of glasses will fit them. Like, they can just put on whatever and it will look good. For some people, it really matters what kind of shape of glasses they get, whether they get like a round one or a square one or like the cat eye or whatever. But like, I really, truly believe that every single person does like have a pair of glasses that will just look stunning on them. And it's just like a cool accessory. Would refund part of my glasses if I ever needed them. Does it work like that in the Netherlands as well? Depends on your employer, but barely any will do that. And also, a lot of insurances cut out glasses unless you have like a really high prescription. Do the prescriptions change the base price? What do you mean with the base price? As in, yes, you will have to pay for the prescription glasses. So I would say if you find a pair that you like, go on the website and just fill in everything that you need. There's a whole bunch of extra things that you can add. You can add like blue light filter, yes or no. You can add like demirrored glasses. I don't know what that's called. But basically, long story short, depending on the choices you make, it's gonna change your price. But these ones have the blue light filter in them, are like unmirrored. Like the inside of the glass are unmirrored. They came with polarized clip-ons, like sunglasses. These were, I think, like somewhere between, I don't remember the exact price, but somewhere around $70, I believe. For everything included. And these ones, with prescription glasses in it, I think were 30 something, 34. But the thing is, they were sent to me, so I didn't pay for them. So I don't remember the exact price. I remember the pricing from setting up my recipe for them and then sending them a screenshot. Do you feel like blue light has made a difference? Yes, massive difference. I used to get extremely tired eyes. If I was looking at a screen all day, I would literally just like at the end of the day, my eyes would be burning. You know when your eyes get really dry? That sensation. I never have that anymore. Ever since I started wearing blue light glasses, that has completely gone away. And I was so skeptical about it initially. I was like, what difference is it gonna make? It's not gonna be that much, and it's that much. Like, I genuinely was mind boggled after the first week of wearing blue light. I was like, oh my God, my eyes are not killing me at the end of the day. So yeah, I can highly recommend it. Also, in general, like even if you don't have prescription, but you do spend a lot of time behind your PC, getting blue light glasses, even just like transparent glasses without any prescription, but with a blue light filter, highly recommend it. You're inspiring me so much today. Let's go. Yeah, it's really nice. One time I did a horrible time. I had to order new glasses. Yeah, because that's the thing. As soon as you get used to the blue light filter, it is almost impossible to not have it anymore. If you're not on a screen, like, is it bad for you? No, not at all. Actually, I mean, it just filters out the blue light, so it would filter out the blue light that you see outside as well. There's just a lot less blue light on daylight than there is on screen light. But the only thing it does is it filters out the blue light, which makes your eyes more tired, but there is no harm in it. Some people report that they see like a yellow haze. I remember that with my very first pair of blue light filters, which was, I think, like 15 years ago, I noticed it. I saw that there was like a yellow haze, but that was like one of the early versions of blue light filter. Over the years, they've improved so much that I don't see it anymore. Like sometimes, I think you can sometimes see it if you look at my eyes, like through my glasses, you can see that there's a very slight color difference on my skin compared to this part. Like this is a bit more yellow. That's basically the blue light filter. Makes things less intense. If I ever get a new pair, I'll actually add a filter. Yes, I can highly recommend it. Exactly. Yeah. The first time was like a sepia filter, but luckily they stepped away from that. Up top of my nose, I cannot deal with that. My sunglasses are a bit different and it's better than my normal glasses. Yeah. So like I said, with glasses, unfortunately, they do recommend this when you get glasses specifically for prescription, is you just have to wear them every single day. Your brain has to adjust to that feeling of something being on your face. That's the same as when you get glasses for the first time, you'll be like, oh, I see the frame the entire time. A lot of people are like, I can't wear glasses because I see the frame. Your brain literally needs to adjust to, one, the feeling of something on your nose, so that your brain like should stop consciously registering it. And that just takes time. It's kind of like, but the thing is you don't remember that because you were a baby, but like the first time that you're wearing socks, your body is continuously registering that you're wearing socks, and it's very tiring. That's why a lot of babies try to take off their socks when they're young, is because the sensation of wearing socks or like wearing clothes, your body has to get used to that. And I think it is the same with like people who have texture issues with clothes. You'll definitely notice that certain textures are worse than others. The same with glasses. Certain glasses will be worse than others. Some glasses are heavier. Some glasses have like a material that just sits on your nose more. Never unlearn to feel my socks. No, I still feel them too, but not as much anymore. As in, it got to a point where I still feel them, but I can sort of accept that it's there. Instead of my brain just trying to like continuously tell me like, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, if that makes any sense. The first time I wore glasses, I was 3 years old, very used to it now. Yeah, that is fair. That's the thing. I think if you start wearing glasses when you're super young, your brain just adjusts to it as well. Like my glasses now are like the ones you're wearing, and my sunglasses are like the ones you wore before. Interesting that you feel this more than the other one, because this is so light. But yeah, it depends. Like this one obviously has the little nose pads on it, and this one has just like a straight plastic part, basically. But yeah. The thing is, I hate wearing socks, but I also hate being barefoot. So, yeah, I have both the problems. But yeah, that was my other pair of glasses. Funnily enough, I actually, because I'm so used to wearing a frame that's really dark, or like really visible, wearing these, actually, I see my glasses more than if I'm wearing these, because these are just like a frame like vibe that I'm already used to. Like my brain is used to filtering this out. Whereas with the other ones, they're like more narrow and they're like fully transparent. So my brain's like, what's in front of your eyes? So I think these will take some time to get used to, as in comparison to these that I could just put on and I'm fine. But yeah, it's they have so much, by the way. Also, something that they do, which is really fun. So it is a Chinese company. It was founded by a Chinese founder. And something they do is they do like special models every single year for that particular lunar sign. So this year they have a dragon collection, and there's like one pair. I doubted if I wanted to get it, but I eventually didn't get it because it was bright red and I wasn't mentally ready. But they have like a pair of glass full. I'm going to show them to you. If they offer me another pair somewhere later this year, that's the one I'm getting. Hold on. Can I see eyeglasses? Lunar New Year. I want to show you guys because it is like, I saw it. I was like, fuck, that looks so good. Okay. I think, was it this one? No, it was this one. You guys will see why I held off for a little bit on picking this one, but I want to show it to you. Hold on. Look at it. It has the dragon on the side. But yeah, they're like really big and bright red. So I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to commit to that yet, but it's such a like they're also that's the thing, they're currently sold out. So I was like, I had to ask them like, oh, can you still do it? And they were like, no, we would have to wait. Look at it. It literally such an Edna mode. Like genuinely, you just said that and that made it click in my brain. This is the most Edna mode glasses ever. But she's an icon, so I would be kind of down for that. Yeah. They also have the Year of the Horse one. It's genuinely like their collections are really cool. So yeah, I love that. And also, as you can see, it starts at this, and then depending on the prescription you get, it does go up a little bit. But yeah, as a horse girl, I need those. Yeah, they look really cool. Let me see. Yeah, they have the Year of the Horse over here. Look, they have the red one with the horse icon on it as well. I also really like these. I doubted if I wanted to get these, but I was a little bit afraid that they might be too small. But like it has a little horseshoe. Look at how subtle that is. It's like if you know, you know, but if you don't, it's like a little something for yourself, in the glasses. So yeah, yeah, dragon was last year. So that's also why the red ones with the dragon, they're sold out and they can't do them anymore. And then I was like, I'm more like a dragon girly. Scott always calls me dragon. That's like one of his nicknames for me. So I was like, the dragon ones would be fun, but I'm not really a horse girly. So I didn't really feel like the horse one was a good fit. But yeah, I don't know. I had such a difficult time picking glasses though. Like, no, dragon, literally. He doesn't say drak or draki, he says dragon. We never say the Dutch version. Ever. Always in English, always dragon. And I call him dragon too, by the way. We are very, well, I am very uncreative with my nicknames. I just steal whatever he calls me and then I recycle it. Also, yeah, she's sleeping in the background. That's a cat that is like only on stream if she's sleeping here. She never shows up anywhere else. But yeah, I would actually like to have one with my own lunar sign. Although that's the Year of the Pig, so I'll have to wait a little bit because that wasn't too long ago. So yeah. Also, Crumbs Thief, welcome in, and Anna, welcome in, and Naomi, welcome in, and PNG, thank you so much for the 105 stream streak. Let's freaking go. And Mary, welcome in, and Chris, welcome in, and Desi, welcome in, and Sage, welcome in, and Karina, welcome in, and Kathy, welcome in, and Jennifer, welcome in, and Esther, welcome in. Although you are lurking again, good on you. And Toddy, welcome in, and Midnight, welcome in, and Avi, welcome in. I hope you guys are all doing so well. You found 20 glasses you like. Yeah, see? That was my problem too. And then initially they were like, oh, you can pick one pair of glasses. So I picked one and I sent it off. And then they were like, you know what? Considering you stream as much as you do and you have like your co-working and your gaming streams, we can send you 2 pairs because then you can like wear them on different occasions. And I was like, oh, that's really kind. So I was like, okay, back to the grind I go. Try and figure out which ones I want now. It was so difficult. We're the same lunar year. Ooh, let's go. I love that. You have the same with roosters. That's so fair. That's so fair. Also, Jal, welcome in. And Molly, welcome in. It's good to see both of you. Is my real nails? Wait. I missed the conversation about nails. That's weird. I got really excited about that, but there's a reason and I'll explain it. Your nail broke off. That really sucks. You lost one over the weekend and now this. You had the same last year. So annoying. It's your real nails, so they grow back. Yeah, but I feel like if it's your real nails, it sucks even more. Because then it's like you worked really hard for that, So I feel that. Sorry, I needed to get on that conversation because I saw about the gel polish and I was like, hold on, I want to hop onto this. I ordered something fun today. I ordered nail stickers because I always do my own nails, right? Like I rarely go to get them done because I think it's so expensive. And I know I like nail art and stuff, but I'm always kind of like a little arrogant. I'm like, I can do that myself, even though I can't, but I'm like, I can do that myself. So I do my own gel nails, which I have actually learned how to do properly. Peace. What the heck? Thank you so much for the 17 months. Thank you. And also freaking tier 3. I appreciate that. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you. Including all the tier 3 emotes. You get all of them. So I forgot I turned auto renew off, but you got it though. You got it. I never look at the streaks anyway, so who knows? That's true. The more you do them, the better you get at it. That's the thing. I'm actually really good at like actually doing nail polish. I used to work as a nail tech long time ago, but like nail art is a whole different ball game. So I ordered nail stickers, which are like little stickers. I ordered flower ones. Oh, real? Oh yeah, last year was the snake. So true. Yeah, you're so right. Oh my goodness, how did I forget that? I literally saw the Orchids Festival where they went from the year of the snake into the year of the horse. I should have remembered this. But it's like little floral stickers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a base layer of, I think, just a nice pink. And then I'm going to do like a floral sticker, and then I'll just do a transparent top coat over it. So it kind of like seals in the sticker. And I'm hoping that's going to look really cool. This could also potentially completely fail, which is fine. Then I'll just go for like one full color, which is also cool. But I wanted to do like a little bit like spring nails with plants and like flowers and stuff. So the sticker should come in, I think, tomorrow. And I'm going to do my nails, I think, on Saturday evening. Because Saturday, I'm also going to get my brows done. And I'm also going to get my hair done. So then by the end of Saturday, I'm going to feel like all ready for TwitchCon. Another year for cool glasses with your sign. Oh, 2 years is a lot. Yeah. Use a lot of stamps. Oh yeah, stamps are great for it too. I actually looked into either stamps, or I'll probably post them on Instagram in one of my stories. Yeah. But yeah, I looked into stamps for stickers, and then I ended up going for stickers because then you don't need to buy like extra product that you can stamp in. Obviously that would be nail polish, but like usually they have special stamp pads and stuff for it. But I'm very excited. But like I have almost all my nails have like a little bit of length. And then this one broke off the other day. That's why I clocked that conversation. I was like, shit. Because I watch nobody more regularly than you. That is so sweet, Chris. What the heck? Thank you so much. 5 years. Oh, that's even longer. 2028 is going to be the first time for monkeys. So you have time to decide. There's no rush. Also, hi, Matt. Welcome in. It's really good to see you. Also, the ads are starting in 2 minutes. And then once the ads are done, we're actually going to go into game. I am so excited to mess around with the sulfur cubes. Like, I don't know why, but I watched a little video earlier today, which was like very simple, just explaining how it works. And they look so silly. And I actually am like kind of curious to just kind of play around with them, try them out, just familiarize myself with the movement and stuff like that. And I feel like we can do some speculation on games that one could play. I think the most obvious answer to that would be soccer. But because it's so obvious, I wonder if that's what they're going for. Or if they're going to do something a little more creative, which also wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, 3 years to decide if you want them. Honestly, that's not bad. 3 years is a good amount of time to think on it. Pig is you mean 2031? Yeah. Yeah, so I have some time to think about it as well. I mean, I guess it depends on the design, because a pig one could technically also turn out really cute and I would actually like it, but it could also turn out not so cute and then I wouldn't like it. Rocket League, everybody in boats on ice. Oh my god, imagine. Imagine. See, that's the thing. We can speculate a little bit about different types of games. I think like the boats on ice, Loki wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up going for something like that. Because if it would just be soccer, I feel like they need a little pizzazz to the game to make it MCC worthy. So I was also already thinking about like, because I know that we're gonna look into game in a second, but the sulfur cubes, they change their speed and their like not really density, but like how fast they'll fall and stuff and how fast they'll move based on the block that you put inside of it. So I'm really curious because they said familiarize yourself with the mechanics of the sulfur cube. So then I'm like, what does that exactly mean? Because if it's just the sulfur cube without any block in it, there's not much to familiarize yourself with. So then I'm like, do they want, maybe it's like bowling. Like, what if it's like some sort of like bowling game and you have to understand how Sulfur Cube moves, for example, to make the best decision to like make the best throw or something. Like, I don't know. That's just a random thought, by the way. Would be so fun to do bowling in Minecraft. A basketball arcade game. So you punch a bunch into a basket. Ooh, that could be interesting. But the blocks are in part their mechanics, aren't they? Yeah, but I feel like these blocks, like particularly, like every block has its own mechanic as a block on its own. But the sulfur cubes are kind of like, the whole point of the block is that you can put other blocks inside of them to change their mechanic. And that's the part that I find interesting. I'm like, okay. And it's also, in the first snapshot, you could only put like a very limited amount of blocks into the cube, but they have changed it. And I think in the latest snapshot, you can also add TNT into it. You still cannot add redstone into it. Like, you cannot use them to have movable redstone blocks. But I find that very interesting, that if you put TNT into it and then you like slam it, it will like fly and then explode somewhere. But yeah, I would try all the types and try to basketball them and try. Well, the thing is, if you basketball them, wouldn't you have to pick them up first and then throw them? Is that what you do? Yeah, there's 11 types now. Exactly. I've seen a couple, but not all of them. Exactly. Like, you probably need to figure out which block to put into them to make them do a certain thing. Which, like, I'm trying to figure out how that would work in a minigame. Is it like, I can imagine that maybe it's one of those games where like every person on the team has like a target they need to hit, and you need to figure out which block to put in the sulfur cube to like get it to hit that target. Some fly up. True. If you have like a block like wool or something, yeah, like a shuffleboard, something like that. I can definitely see them being like a shuffleboard, where you like have to work as a team to get them into the right holes, basically. But also, like, maybe some of the holes are going to be closer than others. Like, I find soccer such a predictable, boring option. Like, if they go for that, they'll probably still make it MCC in a way. But I wonder if that's what they're going to go for. Like, I can see them coming up because, like, for example, I feel like Rocket Spleef Rush is a really good example of this, because it's not just an elytra with rockets. They kind of took that concept of having an elytra and rockets, and they elevated that into a mini game that is different to regular elytra flying and regular like flying with rockets, and you can like shoot each other and stuff like that. And I feel like if they did the sulfur cubes just like soccer, that would just be like soccer with sulfur cubes, which is something that anyone could do at any time, which I feel like MCC really tries to do things that you don't regularly do in the game, right? It's not supposed to be just regular Minecraft. So I'm so curious to see what they're going to do with this. But it's really hard to prepare for something you don't know. Like, for the team, like how do we like prepare for the teamwork? I don't know, because we don't know what the game is. So I'm just going to try to like in my brain sort of think about as many possible scenarios of things that could be useful to know about the sulfur cubes. So that because that is one thing we know for sure, one of the games is going to be with sulfur cubes. Otherwise, they wouldn't have said familiarize yourself with it. Also, because it's the next big drop, and because it's a collaboration event with Minecraft, I wouldn't see any reason why like this wouldn't happen. So I think knowing as much as we can about sulfur cubes will definitely give us an advantage. Although I do think every other player will also try to familiarize themselves as much as possible. But I think it's going to be, oh yeah, I would 100% call it football, but I've been calling it soccer because ironically enough, if you say soccer, everyone will know what it is. If you say football, it causes confusion. So yeah, exactly like you're saying, like if you call it football, Americans will get confused. But if you say soccer, everyone will know what you mean, even though everyone goes like, oh, that's so Americanized. But yeah, also the ads are over. So I am just going to start up my world. And then we're gonna just experiment. Also, you guys want to hear something really cool? Um, my one of my teammates. Oh, sorry. OBS lags a little bit when I start on Minecraft every single time. One of my teammates has actually made what they call an MCC Bible. May wrote a 9,000 word long document with all the mini games, with all the info, with like team strats and everything. So I actually scheduled study time to like dive into this, and like she went next level. I can't show it because there's obviously things in there that are like, you know, our team strats. We don't want to leak those before we play. But it's like she went above and beyond, next level. I don't even know how to describe it properly. Like, it is insane. But it's so helpful because there's a whole bunch of games in MCC that you cannot play on MCC Island. And there's like a whole bunch of things that she actually wrote out about parkour and stuff to like think about, to like base our strategy on, to do it as well as possible. But also for our practice, there were like some things in there. I was like, okay, I need to actually put that into practice. Like, for example, with the parkour, we always need to do the medium ending. So I need to practice the medium ending, and stuff like that. Watch him all the time. So it's like two worlds colliding. That is so fun. I'm very excited to meet Jeremy and Duncan. I've met May before. We actually met at an Xbox party in December, but I've not met Jeremy. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sai, I hope you had such a lovely stream. I really appreciate you coming over. How was your co-working today? I hope you had a really good session. For anyone who came with that raid, welcome in. I hope you guys are doing phenomenal today. I hope you had a lovely co-working or co-studying or whatever you were doing during that co-working time over at Sai's. Thank you so, so much for the raid. Hey, that works. It works. I see the raid message. We just pretend the moderator isn't here. I'm ignoring it. But thank you so, so much. For anyone from my side, if you're looking for a wonderful co-working streamer, please make sure to drop your bum on the follow button that is floating above chat. For anyone who's new, welcome in. My name is Rosanna, or Ro. I use she, her pronouns. On the channel, we do co-working, we do gaming, and a sprinkle of IRL streams. We did co-working earlier today, but in the evenings, for me, it's already evening. It's currently 7:30 p.m. We always do gaming, and we are actually going to be playing some Minecraft today. So if you guys want to hang out, you're super welcome to do so. But also, I know that you just came from a co-working stream, so if you need to, you know, take some time away from the screen, raid and run, raid and rest, please make sure to do so as well. But thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that a lot. I am doing good. How are you? I hope you had a lovely, lovely stream today. Like I said, if you need to practice self-care, we always say here, self-care is very sexy, so make sure to do it. But for anyone who wants to hang out, we are actually going to check out the brand new sulfur cubes that are added in Snapshot. They're not like fully released, but they are in Snapshot right now, which means that we could test them, because I'm participating in MCC, which stands for Minecraft Championship, next week at TwitchCon. And they informed us that we should familiarize ourselves with the sulfur cube. So that's what we're doing. We're studying together today. We're going to play around with them and just test them. And then probably once we've done that, we're going to do a little bit of parkour later, just to practice, because it's something. I'm trying to get better at some of the MCC things, and I think parkour is one of those skills that you use in all of the other games as well, so it's really good to practice it. Exactly, it's all fun and games, and I have a lovely team, and I'm just really excited to have the opportunity to participate. It's one of those dreams that I've had for a couple of years now, and it's a big honor to, you know, be able to join among so many other amazing creators. Today was really productive. I'm happy with my progress. 11 pomos of 60-10. My goodness, that sounds like you deserve a really nice sleep. A really, really nice sleep. Thank you so much again for the raid. I do really, really appreciate it. Like I said, I already created a flat world for us so that we could just load in. Welcome to Minecraft in its most unoriginal way. It is it is just a flat world. I decided that this was the easiest for with an MCC coin. That'd be kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't necessarily love flat worlds either, but I figured they would be great for our little experiment of just getting the cubes and kind of trying them out. So we can get a bucket of sulfur cube. There's also a whole bunch of sulfur blocks that you can get, but those are collected from like sulfur, and then this is a sulfur cube. So this is the little fella that we're working with. If you don't put any block in them, they kind of just move around like slime blocks. These are non-hostile mobs, so they'll move around, but they won't attack you. You can just safely put a bunch out, and then you're good. And then, like I said, you can put blocks inside of them. And there is a bunch of different things that we can do with that. Hold on. Let's get... These are all cozying up to me, huh? Guys, what are you... Do they all... Oh, if you're holding something that they can eat, they all just kind of join around you, I guess. Look. It's like if you have cows with wheat. Also, they're so loud. Hold on. My goodness. Okay, but let's actually make one netherite one. Let's make one... Oh, let's actually maybe get a different color wool so that we can easily see that that's the wool one. We will make you wool and we will make you wood. And then we can do one ice one as well. I think it's normal ice, not packed ice, right? Oh no, it is packed ice actually. Or blue ice. I wonder which one is possible. So normal ice doesn't work. Blue ice does work. And packed ice also works. And as you can see, this one now starts to slide. So because we put ice in it, this is now a sliding block. You can also hit them with, and they don't take damage. As long as there's a block inside them, that's actually, I wonder, hold on. Do they take damage if there's no block inside them? They do. Okay, so theoretically, I think you could... Okay, well, I mean, we're just smacking the floor at this point. Yeah, so you can kill them, and then they do split like slime blocks. Can you put blocks into the smaller one? You cannot. Okay. So once they have split up... I think they'll split up again, right? Oh, no, they just split twice. Okay. And that's it. But you can't actually... I don't think they act differently. No, I think blue ice and packed ice do the same. Yeah, it seems like they're pretty similar. I think if you have a pickaxe, you can mine them. No, okay, so how... Oh, you pick them up with a bucket. That's it. You pick them up with a bucket. I remember this. Hold on. So you can actually... If you go like this, and then it says bucket of sulfur cube contains packed ice. So it will remember which block you put inside of it. So we can just grab all of them. And then I want to show you what happens with like the different velocities, or I don't know if that's the right word, but let me go really high up. This is the one with ice. That's the blue ice. Okay, so that's netherite and that's white wool. Look at how fast this one falls. That falls like really fast. And then this one is the wool one. It falls slower. And then also this one, if you push it, it wobbles a little bit. Do you see? And we can like smack it. And then we have the netherite one. It doesn't jump. And like, if we're smacking it, it goes very slow. So this one is like way heavier. I don't think you can put a slime... Well, actually, no, I think you can put a slime block in it. I'm telling lies. Hold on. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of these really quickly. And get some new ones. I think you can put honey in it as well, and then they do become sticky. So let's give that one... Oh, no, it's not this honey block. Hold on. It's the other honey block. Which is confusing because I would say that that honey block is stickier. I thought you could put slime in then, but I can't seem to place that in it. So maybe no slime? But I think you can put TNT in it. Yeah, that you get an advancement. Have a sulfur cube absorb TNT, and then I wonder, like, how am I supposed to hit it so that the TNT will explode? Also, how can I hit it so that it goes further? Because mine don't really go that far. They just do like a little wiggle jiggle. Maybe with a lighter, that would be flint and steel. Yeah. Okay, so that's like regular. I mean, I don't know why I'm filling it in to be exact because, I mean, we're in a flat world. We can just move around, but that's fine. It's like creeper holes. They have to be filled. But I feel like it felt like a little longer to explode than a normal TNT block. But I think, if I remember correctly, there is a way to get these to, like, stick to other blocks. Soul sand. Oh, Nate. Oh, Nate. I think just like netherite, it makes them really heavy. I kind of want to have a spear. I think if you have a spear with lunge on it, I need a, what is it called again? Anvil. Just so that I can put it together. Okay, hold on. I need to obviously hit the block, which is not easy. Yes, you can swap blocks. True. I can swap that to TNT now. Okay, hold on. If I'm running, it is kind of difficult. Now it goes way further. Interesting. Interesting. Yes. If you use shears, it removes the block inside. I did see that in a video that I watched today. You can go like that, and then they turn back to normal sulfur cubes. Which, like, you can see, like, they take damage if they don't have a block inside of them. These spears are fun, man. I hadn't played with a spear, actually. I don't know if I hit it better. Or if that... Let's actually... Hold on. Let's try and set this one off again. And then hit it. Because maybe I just hit it better. Where did it... Oh. I have no idea how I just turned that one sideways. Also... what is it again? Time, set... And then, game rule... False. Isn't it the daytime? Okay. Daylight cycle or something to false. Did they change that? Did they change the command? Because I just did the advanced time to false. I thought it was like do daylight cycle. They changed that recently. Oh my goodness. I feel like an OG Minecrafter. I remember one of the older commands. But actually the advanced time is a lot more sensible. I'll do the advanced weather false as well. That's better. Wonder what's the most bouncy block. I think wood and wool have a similar property for bounciness. Okay, I want to try this again because I clearly fucked it up earlier. It does go a lot further if it's like... I'm intrigued with this. Hold on. I wonder if there's like a way to get it further without... Yeah, I guess it's just kind of luck. I don't think it's actually because I'm hitting it better. Could test the normal TNT block. Yeah, we can do that. I think that one is going to blow up that one. Oh, that actually takes a whole lot longer. Would fire aspect sword work or a flame bow? That's a good question. We can try that. I'll keep these for now because I think they're kind of fun. Let's get a sword, and then we need a fire aspect. Fire protection. Oh no, wait, on a sword. Is it fire aspect on a sword? Where's my anvil? Hold on. And then we can also make a flame bow. Because now I'm kind of curious about this. That could be interesting. Like, if you... I accidentally cleared out my flint. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Yeah, that works. Look, it is, it's gonna explode. Okay, interesting. And then bow. And then flame. So I guess it's just like normal TNT, but then within a sulfur block, which just makes it explode slower. Let's get an arrow. So then we would have sulfur cube, TNT. Yeah, so that works too. Interesting. Okay, so for all the variants, I actually don't exactly know what are all the blocks that you can put in the sulfur cubes. Yeah, the thing is, I think these sulfur cubes are great for like mini games and multiplayer worlds. I don't really yet see the application for single player worlds. Like I'm not really sure how, like if you're on a single player world, why you would be using these. Yeah, so iron and netherite like obviously are really heavy. Which I guess it's just like the same logic applies, as in if you put wool in it, it would be very it's very light. If you put iron or netherite in it, that would be very heavy. I do feel like the spear with the lunge is an interesting combination. Like if you hit it with your hand, not really that much happens. Oh, if you are in creative mode, you can just point at a block and then click your middle mouse button. Like your scroll wheel. And then it basically I wonder if there's any way. I don't think you can break them. I think the only way to pick them up is with a bucket. Never knew. No, I think I figured that out by accident at one point. Oh, true. Yeah, if you have it in your inventory. So let's say that you have like a stack of something in your inventory and you want to get it to your hotbar, you can literally just point at it and then click your middle scroll wheel and it grabs the stack of items and brings it to your hotbar. It's very useful if you're building and you have like, let's say 3 stacks of oak wood in your inventory and you know that you need it. Then you don't have to like open your inventory, move it to your hotbar, but you can just click it. The thing is, in building, I still tend to forget this quite often. How does it work if I set this on fire? Does it still die? Does it still take damage? Even though there is a block inside of it. I think it does, actually. Yeah, and if you hit it with a sword, yeah, it does die. Okay, and then it actually drops the iron block again. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. So, if you hit it with a sword, it does take damage. If you hit it with your hand, it doesn't. Also, Darth Vader, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I think I actually killed all the sulfur cubes that I made. Let us think. Because I feel like the people that I've watched videos from, I have a feeling like they were able to whack it so much further than I. Like, I whack it and it goes like this. Even with one of the lighter materials, which is wool, I whack it and it still goes like that. Whereas some of the other people, like, got it to, like, fly really far. The thing is, the videos that I watched were on a different snapshot version. So I don't know if that's something that they changed in the patch or if I'm just doing something wrong. The thing is, I also sometimes in MCC see people, like, place a creeper and then smack it and then it, like, goes really far. I don't know how to do that. I think May actually talks about this in her Bible thing, and she referenced the term, and I was like, I don't think I've ever heard of this term, so maybe I just need to look up how to do that. So I think I'm going to need that in general. So I'm quickly going to get that document for myself. She called it W something, which makes sense because W is just forward. Okay, there's 744 W's in this document, so that's not really helping me to find it, I think. I should be fine. Wait, hold on. I think it was quite early in the document. I think she talks about it in the sky. She talks about it in the sky, sure. Hold on. Sky battle. I'm trying to read. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, W tap. What is W tapping? Like, how does that work? Because I'm kind of assuming that's probably... Yo, did you know that if you type W into the Google bar and you then type something, it actually searches on Wikipedia? If you do W space... I don't want to search in Wikipedia. I just want to search for W tapping. What the fuck? I'll go to Google first. Useless. W tapping is a fundamental combat technique in Minecraft PvP that allows players to deal maximum knockback to opponents and initiate combos by repeatedly resetting their sprint. By doing this, your opponent is consistently knocked back before they can hit you back. That's how people do this? Okay, to perform a W tap, you momentarily interrupt your forward momentum to refresh your sprint. Start sprinting, constantly hold your sprint key to ensure ensure you have toggle sprint enabled. Walk forward and hit your opponent. The very first hit you land while sprinting deals the most knockback. Quick release. The split second you hit registers on the opponent, quickly release the W key. Press again. Immediately press and hold W again to resume your sprint. Okay. I feel like this is Chinese for me, man. Okay, so you're sprinting. What is my... Because I feel like I'm not sprinting. Keybinds. What is my sprint set to? Left control. Yeah, so that's what I'm pressing. So then why am I not... Oh, it's because it's set to hold. I never set it to hold. I always have my sprint set to toggle. Yeah, auditory input is not great for me either. But I still feel like it doesn't change anything. I have it put to toggle. I'm pressing the right control button and it's not really doing anything. Like, am I going crazy? Why am I not sprinting? No, but like, it's not, I don't need to try something on the cube. I literally just need to sprint. It's just, why? This always works for me. I don't know why this is not working right now. Do you have to jump? No. You just press control and you go faster. Maybe I'm like going crazy. No, I just use the default controls. Is it going faster? Maybe it is. Yeah, it is going faster. It's just because we're on a flat world, it's really difficult to see. Okay, that is indeed how it works. Because, okay, listen. If I'm just running and I smack it, it goes further back. But then if I smack it a second time, look, it doesn't really go further. But if I release W in between, it actually does go further. I love that we wanted to do sulfur cubes, but I'm basically just practicing PvP now. With a sulfur cube filled with TNT. Okay, so that means that you can technically go like this. And then just kind of smack it on, like, obviously that was way too close. I got way too close, but like that's an interesting concept. I'm learning. I now know what W tapping is. Feel like such a professional Minecrafter. I do wonder how that works. Like, let's say we put the wool in it. Okay, so that it didn't. This actually makes so much more sense. With like PvP, why I never managed to do that knockback thing. Maybe they'll make you play a PvP game with the cubes as weapons. I wonder how that would work, though. I don't know if that would work. Okay, so let's do a little brainstorm about the games. Like, I feel like the most obvious one would be to play soccer. Like we talked about, like you would have a cube, there would be a field, you would have two teams, there would be a goal, and like the goal is to, you know, smack the thing in the right way. To get it as far as possible, and then, you know, you try to steal it from each other. Maybe you can like deal damage, or maybe it's like with a PvP game, you can like place cobwebs and stuff to make players get stuck. Something like that. That would be a very obvious game. Another game that I can see is if they do something with the sulfur cube that is filled with ice, right? Because if you push that one around, yeah, like curling or something. Like I can see, let's say there's some sort of like a shuffleboard or curling or a bowling lane where it's like you have to hit the sulfur cube the right way. Maybe you get like, I don't know, you can hit it like twice or something. I kind of like the curling idea. Like imagine they had like a little curling and then other players, like you have to get the sulfur cube to like a specific spot. And then other players can like try and interfere or something. So you kind of have to work together as a team to protect the sulfur cube. And it's like the other team can basically attack until the cube stops moving. Also be put in existing game grid runners, and you have to do some puzzles with the sulfur cubes. That could be true, yeah. So then it would basically be like you have to figure out how they move around, and you have to figure out which block to put into it to make them like drop or fly or whatever to the right point. The one thing that I still don't get though, because like even if I'm sprinting and I hit them like with the W tapping with the knockback, by the way, which is very annoying in a creative world that all the other blocks break instantly. I kind of like, I still don't get it to fly as high as I've seen some people do. I wonder how this would work with the lunge. Like you can do the W tapping thing with the lunge as well. And then it does actually launch it quite far on the second one. But it could be in grid runners. That's actually not a bad idea. That it's just not like a fully new game, but it's just in an existing game. Interesting thought. I actually think that is not a weird thing to say at all. Because that would require them not to program an entirely new game into MCC. But it would basically just use the new mechanic within an existing minigame. I can also see them being added to something like Sky Battle. But then where you can like add like a sulfur block with TNT in it or something. That like it's just an added weapon. But I don't necessarily see what the added value in comparison to a regular TNT block would be, you know? Oh, maybe well, we can try that. I mean, the thing is my sword has fire, so maybe if we get a sword, hold on. Let's just get a diamond sword and then let's get knockback. Because maybe maybe the sword actually doesn't skill them. Maybe it's the fire that killed them earlier. Because they do seem to be susceptible to fire, but maybe we can just put this and this. So now we have knockback. Let's see if we kill them. No, you don't. Okay, so that makes them flying. Whoa! That's so fun! Look at them fly! Oh, that's really nice. Okay, now I see potential, because if you can make them fly like this, if you hit them right, I don't know. I can see maybe like a game where a team has to get all their sulfur cubes to the other side as fast as possible or something. And then you can like get different tools. You can put ice in them to let that. How does that work? Hold on. If there's ice inside it and you have the knockback, how does that work? Okay, so then it basically just slides really far. That actually slides really far. Like, I'm running and I have to, like, go quite fast to try and capture the flag with the cubes. How would that work? I feel like capture the flag might be too long of a game, though. Usually an MCC game only takes, I don't know, what is it, like 90 seconds to complete? Maybe 2 minutes at max? The games are, like, quite fast-paced. Also, I don't think I've actually properly ever experienced knockback on a sword. It's like an enchant that I don't think I put on there, but it's actually quite nice. Like when it comes to creepers, I like it. Pada, thank you so much. I hope, like, busy with fun things, though. Thank you so, so, so much for the 43 months. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. Also, Magic, welcome in. You'll love it for creepers, right? Like, I'm thinking now, I should definitely get knockback on my sword in my forever world. Because this is intriguing. Ooh, new job. Let's go. Okay, hold on. Let's get a sulfur cube with not wool in it, but wood. Let's see if that we can also make that one as bouncy. Okay. So I think it's safe to say if you put wooden planks in them, they are the lightest. I want to do that again. Wait, why did that go so fast? Okay, so just in general, I feel like the wooden ones are definitely the lightest. Look at how far I can make that fly. What the hell? How is that lighter than the wool? Wouldn't you expect wool to be lighter than planks? I'm doing good, Pot. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Okay, hold on. Let's do another TNT one with the knockback sword. Yeah, that can definitely go really far. But you can't, like, if you do knockback, I don't think you can be fast enough to get to it to smack it a second time. So basically, you would... Okay, let's put those next to each other so we can be extra fast. I say as I still fuck up. Yeah, knockback definitely makes them fly. Fly. I don't think you can put leaves in there, no. As far as I'm aware. But we can try. I am not against the idea of trying it because that's what we're doing. No, you can't put leaves in there. Let's actually try the honey block. Because so the honey thing is supposed to be sticky. So I'm kind of curious if I can see if I can do that thing. Like I saw someone do it on one of the videos. And now I kind of want to see if I can try and make that happen too. It doesn't stick anymore. Like the thing that I saw, they basically shot it up and then it stuck to the roof of the block. Like it basically got stuck here. But it doesn't seem to be sticky anymore. Let's see if I can put it one higher. If it then sticks. And it might also have to be like toward the end of its trajectory. Let's see. Can I? Oh. Yeah, I don't think it's sticky anymore. Well, it doesn't work if you smack it next to it. But then I do wonder, if it's no longer sticky, then what is the purpose of adding a honey block into it? I mean, to be fair, it is heavier than the planks, for sure. Like, it doesn't go flying as far. The planks were insane. Like, that is great. It literally, it goes out of my frame. It goes so far that I don't even see it anymore. I have to walk out quite far. I didn't try to place it higher. That's actually, we can try that. It hits higher. Oh, that's a good point. We can try that. Okay, so if we hit it at the bottom, yes, that definitely matters. Good shout. Look, it actually keeps on bouncing. Okay, hold on. So if we have one with TNT in it, and we hit it at the bottom, it goes high up. And then if we hit it in the middle, ooh, that exploded mid-air. That was nice. That was fun. The planks are so fun. I love the plank one. It makes me very happy. Okay, so if we hit it like at the top, it goes far, but not high. What if you put a lead on the TNT one and the plank one? Ooh, and like string them together? Oh, that's an interesting thought. Hold on. No, hold on. I need to make that the plank one. And then I need to get a lead. Because you can lead them together. I think if you lead them together... Oh, now they're both tied to me. Hold on. There we go. Now they're tied together. I think from what I saw in a video is as soon as they're on a lead, the game like kind of forgets that one is heavy and one is light. At least if you are like carrying them. It's not like one will hang lower than the other. But I want to see if the TNT goes flying as fast as... Oh. It becomes an anchor. Interesting. Okay, so it does actually... The heavier one will take the lighter one. Look, that one stays on the ground because the planks are lighter. But if we hit the heavy one, it takes the lighter one with it. Oh, interesting. Okay, and so what does that mean if we are holding... we need shears to get rid of that again. Hold on. Also, this one, literally, if you just hit it softly, it already goes so far. Can we, like... Do we get pulled? No, because we are heavier than the block. Okay, but what if we add netherite into it? Because that's the heaviest of all, I think. I need my leads again because I accidentally got rid of them. We are still heavier. What if I'm in a boat? I love that we're just doing like the most random experiments, but it is kind of fun. Okay, and then I want to get planks because the planks one goes flying. Okay, hold on. The netherite one doesn't really do anything simply because it's just too heavy. No, I didn't mean to lead the boat. I meant to lead that. Then go in the boat. And then send it flying. No, we are still too heavy. It will just basically flop around us. Interesting. Yeah, so we would be the heavy point. So I don't think that's very useful. I wonder if we can put a magma cube in it. We can. Okay. Can we then use... Like, does it do damage? Oh, shit. I got rid of our knockback sword. That was dumb. Now I need to make it again. Because I do feel like the knockback sword actually makes a huge difference. In like how hard you can hit them. So I would expect that they make a mini game where the point is to get the blocks moving around. I can imagine, like, even if you play soccer, I can imagine they would go for a knockback sword for everyone. Lead it to the boat and not you. I can do that. Hold on. I first want to try this though. I need my anvil. I'll just get a new one because we walked out quite far. Okay, got my sword. Got my leads. I want to see if we spawn a cow. And I lead that. It does hurt a mob. Okay, but hold on. If you then... Okay. If with a pumpkin... Oh, we gotta try that soon. So that does mean that technically you could like use this to aim it at someone and try to hit them with the one with the magma in it and like they would take damage. Do you see that? I think because it... Although I wonder, hold on, let's put this in here. Is it the magma cube that's doing the damage or is it just the cube? Like if this cube hits them... Oh. It keeps bouncing back. This cow is like, I'll use the anvil as a shield. I don't think this does damage. No, it doesn't. So it is the magma block inside that actually makes it make damage to mobs around it. That's interesting. Okay, and so then if we get the boat and we lead this and then we lead that to the boat and we then send it flying. No, so the boat is still heavier. Basically, if it, as long as it's led or leaded, I think you can also put a carved pumpkin inside of it. Yeah, now it has a back face as well. Can you also put a normal pumpkin? Yeah, because it doesn't really matter. You can do both. I didn't mean to go into the boat. I wanted to break the boat. Okay, so the pumpkin supposedly flies even further. I don't know if it flies further than the wooden one. Is a chicken heavier than planks? That's a good shout. You guys want to see something fly, huh? You want to make something fly. That could be so... What if the game is like, literally get chickens to the other side using sulfur cubes? That would be one silly game, but honestly, nope. So as long as they're led to anything, it doesn't even matter what's inside, I think. They just... Yeah, they don't take anything with them. Oopsie. But I think the planks are definitely the lightest. They definitely go further than the pumpkin one. I like how bouncy it is when you use the planks in it. That's actually crazy. Does a creeper explode faster than TNT... Than a TNT sulfur cube? Probably, because I think a creeper already explodes faster than a regular TNT block, right? Not a lot faster, but I think a little bit. We can get a creeper, I guess. And we can get TNT. But considering that the TNT goes so slow, I need to get flint and steel. Okay, hold on. So we make the sulfur cube have TNT in it. And then... Oh, how are we going to do this? Okay, hold on. We spawn a creeper a little bit further out. Hello? Oh, we're on peaceful. I can't spawn creepers. Lol. Oopsie daisies. I was like, why can I not spawn it? But we're literally on peaceful. Because I didn't want any mobs to spawn. I just wanted to be able to test things. It's like, why does that not work? Okay, so the TNT one doesn't go super far. But I like that you can influence the trajectory by hitting it in a different place. That's really good to know, because that means that you can actually kind of shoot them upwards. Is there anything else that we feel like... Because we now know which block is like really fast and which block is slow and which makes them slide. I think the planks are good to remember. The netherite or iron or anything. We can try stone. I'm curious if we can put stone in it. And how heavy that makes them. I don't know. Okay, you can put stone in it. I did kind of expect that would work. Okay, stone. Actually, I feel like is a nice middle ground. It doesn't go flying as far as the planks. But it definitely goes up a lot more. So I feel like if you want to have like a bit more balanced move, like if you want to have a bit more control over where it goes, stone is actually a nice in-between. Like the wood one just goes flying. If we need anything with distance, we're going to have to go for ice or wood. If we need anything with a little bit of control, I think stone is actually really nice, because I think the wool didn't really jump as much, or maybe it's actually very similar and I just didn't hit it in the right place. Oh no, the wool goes quite high up, but still gives you quite some control. It doesn't go flying very far out. So either stone or wool is nice. If we need anything heavy, like we need to just get really precise control, we go for anything like iron, netherite, stuff like that. You can put them on a lead. A magma block inside them makes them hurt players around you. It matters where you hit them on their hitbox to decide how far or how high they go. You can put TNT in them, and it explodes slower than regular TNT. You can actually get them quite far away from you. That is all with a knockback sword, though. So if you don't have a knockback sword... it still matters where you hit them, but not as much, I think. As in, if I get a sulfur cube with, like, wool in it, even if we're, like, sprinting and we're, like... yeah, so if you don't have knockback, I actually think, ideally speaking, you would want to have the planks in there. Oops. Because with the planks in there, they actually go quite far. If you don't have knockback, I think the planks is going to be your preferred one. If we do have a sword with knockback, the knockback's like basically, or the planks are basically uncontrollable. The W tapping does work to keep them going further. What else is relevant? Leading them to anything will make the other part heavier. So, like, it doesn't really matter what you lead them to. A chicken, a boat, doesn't matter. Is a log lighter than planks? I'm assuming it's going to be the same. Yeah, it's the same. Or it feels the same, at least. We can see how far it flies with knockback. Yeah, this is definitely similar to the planks. I like that with the planks in it, it also has a lot more, like, bounce property. Also, I feel like I remember seeing that you could put slime in them, but I can't get it to go. Also, hi, Influera, welcome in. If you lead 2 cubes together, see, now we are talking. That's actually because I think we did that earlier, but both of them had the same property. That works. The training arc's going well. We are currently experimenting with sulfur cubes, and they are very silly. I think we are getting close to having learned quite a lot about them, though. As in, we've quite literally been studying sulfur cubes for an hour now. I don't think I've ever spent this much time on studying one thing in Minecraft. I wonder if they also go flying as much, like if they can take each other. Yeah, if you don't have knockback, they kind of do stay in the same place. So knockback makes a huge difference on what you can do with these. Oh, wait, now they don't move. Ah, there we go. Okay, so basically, it works if one of them is already moving. If one of them is stationary, it doesn't work. They don't have redstone properties, no. There are mods for that already, though. There's people who've been modifying the code to already get redstone properties, but for now, they don't have it by default. So yeah, unfortunately. Only possible on Bedrock. That's why. Because I did see people do it. It's the fast flat type that's the same. Wait, you're saying fast flat. Do you potentially have an overview of all these things? Because you say it as if there is an overview. Ooh, sponge is also really fast. Oh, sorry. I can still see the link, though. Oh, of course there is a wiki for it. How did I not think about this? Expected deleted message, yeah. Oh, okay. So you have bouncy. That's indeed the planks and stuff that we experience. There's a bunch more logs, strip logs, wood, bamboo, resin as well. The fast flat is the ones that go forward. So that's like the pumpkin and stuff that we experience. So basically the fast flat, they will go further forward. I think the fast flat is the same as the sponge, right? So what we put in here now, yes, it should be the same as the pumpkin that we saw earlier. Um Also we have ads starting very soon. So I'm going to go take a little breaky in like literally a second. I'm just going to take that because I wanted to check this one. Yeah, so you cannot like really make these bounce. It doesn't like you can make them bounce a little bit, but these are just like fast forward and flat. Then we have fast sliding is any one of the ice or snow block. High resistance is soul sand and soul soil. Hot is magma block. Light, which functions like a beach ball, is wool. Most stone blocks make them slow but bouncy. And then we have slow flat is any heavy block. And then there's also slow sliding. We haven't tried any of those yet. But considering the ads have started, I am going to go take a really quick 5-minute break. And then we can do some final testing with the blocks after the break. And then I'll see you guys in a little bit, okay? I'm back. Took a shoe from the fridge. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Um, sure. Also, did you guys notice that everything got moved to Fossa instead of Stream Elements? Stream Elements is still doing certain things, but I'm in the process of moving everything. But do you guys notice that instead of Stream Elements, the quotes and stuff, everything, the fridge, the all the interactive commands, Sweetie moved them over the weekend. Because of the news of Stream Elements potentially shutting down, I was really stressed about it. And we've been using Fossa already. So I'm slowly in the process of moving all of the commands from Stream Elements into Fossa bot. The only thing I'm worried about is stuff like this. And stuff like this. Because those are custom widgets. And I simply haven't been able to find another service that can do it. So I'm in the search, but luckily I'm not the only person because a lot of people have Stream Element widgets, so I'm not too worried. I think there will be a solution at one point. I just hope Stream Elements doesn't die before the solution comes around. But yeah, stuff like this makes me really frustrated that I'm a streamer sometimes. I have a plan, by the way, of something I would like to do. We're gonna set up a little parameter. Just like this to get started with. And then what I want to do is I want to get a different one of all the sulfur cubes to kind of try and see how far they go. Why is Stream Elements in danger? Oh, because they're what is it called, bankrupt. They cannot pay to keep their servers up. Which is, I mean, not surprising, but concerning, I would say. And now they're looking for someone to acquire the company. So yeah. If no one buys it, they're gone. It's as simple as that. And right now they are looking, one of the potential buyers is Kick, which doesn't make me incredibly excited, but I mean, at the same time, I wouldn't really see how they would ruin a platform. Like they would just literally buy it and then they would own it. At the same time, I'm wondering how they're going to monetize it, because that's one of the big problems with Stream Elements right now is they mainly relied on brand partners and like brand deals and sponsorships. But they realized that that wasn't affordable enough. So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious. Also, okay, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 archetypes. Okay. And we're going to start at the bottom. We need mud. I'm just going to grab mud. It doesn't really matter. There's a whole bunch of blocks: concrete powder, mud, coal, dirt, clay, bone block, sand. They all do the same. We're really putting a lot of effort to turn the ship around. Yeah, so the thing is, I have heard similar things. They have like tried to improve their platform, which obviously is great. Like I'm appreciative of the fact that they're trying to make things better. I think it's more so the culture of people that are on Twitch that, or sorry, on Kick, that for me personally just doesn't work. Like every single time I go to an event and I meet a group of Kick streamers, I just don't really vibe with them. Not to say that everyone who streams on Kick is bad, by the way. I know that there's lovely people who also stream both on Kick and Twitch, and they're like lovely. And it's not to say like, oh, if you stream on Kick, you're a bad person at all. But I think the general culture on Kick is not my vibe. But that's also okay. Like, it's good to have multiple options on multiple platforms. I'm already happy that there's a lot more moderation and stuff like that. For me, it's just like too many incidents have happened with Kick involved that are really crossing boundaries that I don't think should have been crossed. Specifically in terms of safety for women online, specifically in terms of literal people dying because they were doing things on Kick that really were pushing the limits of their health to a point where they passed. It's stuff like that where I'm like, I don't think that culture, it's not necessarily just a platform, it's the fact that the platform facilitated a culture like that to form, which doesn't mean I want to be there. But again, it's like competition is not necessarily a bad thing. I just think it's funny how Kick it looks so similar to Twitch. If you go to like Kick's page, it looks so similar to Twitch. They literally rent server space from Twitch. It's just Twitch in another font. Kick apparently oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of people in the Manosphere documentary are streaming, and they're all streaming on Kick. Which again, not to say that that's the only people on Kick. I actually I met a couple of lovely people at DreamHack. Lovely, lovely ladies who do amazing streams who also happen to stream on Kick. And for some people, it works. Like, some people can kind of just shut that part out and just accept, like, okay, that part exists and I just don't interact with it. I have friends like G Study Time multi-streams to Twitch. She's just like, you know what? That's another part where audience can find me, but she focuses mainly on Twitch. It's like, some people can do that. I personally cannot do that. I would be too busy with thinking about the people that are there that don't align with me. In not like align with me as in, oh, we have the exact same interests, but like, you know, the Manosphere guys. Like, I would not feel comfortable with the idea that they could find my stream at any point in time. I mean, I guess they could as well here, but it's still a little different. But yeah, it really depends per person if you feel comfortable with that. I don't think necessarily I think it is not a bad thing or a good thing, but having competition in a space where I think it is good for Twitch to have some other platform try to play their ball game. Because it just pushes Twitch to continue to innovate and do better. But it is sometimes interesting to see all the misinformation about all of it. About how Kick does certain things better than Twitch, and it's just like, these things are just not correct, or the other way around, by the way. It's very, very intriguing to see. No, I kind of have the same, Thomas, but the thing is, I don't know. I don't vibe with it, but it's just like, don't want to do it. If someone else does it, that's up to them. You can still be a nice person, but generally speaking, I don't vibe with it. But the thing is, I know people that stream there that are nice people. So I don't know. There is, I guess, a nice side to Kick. I just don't know it. And I also don't really plan to know it, to be fair. As in, go there and watch it. The only thing that I've done is I have made a Kick account. If you find Rosannatxt on Kick, that is me, because I wanted to secure my username to make sure that no one else can claim it and start streaming under my name. But I don't ever intend to do anything with it. Like I said, there's just too many incidents that kind of crossed the line for me that I didn't feel comfortable with. Let's see. I need the mushroom. I need hold on, what was this? Yeah, so netherite and iron do indeed have the same properties. Then we have stone. Then we have the wool one. Then we have the magma one. Okay, and then my inventory is full, so... Oh, oopsie. I just wanted you to move into the corner. You know what is funny? They are actually also larger than a full block. Hey. Please stay in your... Okay, well, that's fine. That works too. I want to line them all up. And then I want to try to see how far they all go and how they interact. But as you can see, they kind of... Stay there, you silly fuck! Sorry. I'm just trying to get them to line up. But they don't want to. And that one's going to bounce. And that one's going to go back. Oh, this is impossible. Luckily, the iron might actually give us some advantage because it doesn't move as easily. Yeah, so that one doesn't bounce back. So if the other ones bounce back, I think we can use the iron to kind of squish it all together. I am so infuriated with this. Stay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll just let you stay there. That's fine. This is actually going to be harder than I thought. I was like, oh, I'll just quickly line them up, but that's not as easy as I had hoped. Okay, so we have all of these. And then, okay, let's see. We still need soul sand. Or soul soil, doesn't really matter. Then we need ice. Also, it's funny that it does say ice on this list, but that's also bedrock only. The regular ice. So we need to use packed ice. Then we have sponge. We have the one back there, but I'll just make a new one. And that also, like, the sponge one, for example, can also have dried kelp, moss, pale moss, pumpkin, melon, hay bale. Then we have the TNT, which obviously we have already tested a bunch. Then we have the planks one, which is, I felt like that was the lightest. And then I'll quickly just make this longer because I definitely need more space to have them all line up. It is kind of like Newton's cradle, yeah. Okay. This one is going to be a pain in the ass because this one slides. Okay, you stay there, yeah? Good job. Oh, well, I accidentally made the TNT one instead of the sponge one, but that's okay. I like how I try to really, like, line them up initially, and now I've just given up. I'm like, okay, as long as you're somewhere in this line, it's good. And then we have the last one, which is the plank one. Okay, the plank one is definitely noticeable because it's really bouncy. Okay, and now that they're all in one line, I'm just going to get rid of this. Oop. Okay, so it does say that the honey block is sticky, I think. The normal honey block... Oh, interesting. The normal honey block is a fast, flat one, but that only works on bedrock. And the honeycomb says that it's sticky, makes it unable to slide or bounce. Oh. Okay, let's try with knockback. Okay, so you can make it fly, but it doesn't slide and it doesn't bounce at all. So that is one of the archetypes, and only honey will do this. I feel like if you were to play... This is if you smack it with, like, just your hand, it doesn't go very far. If you smack it with knockback, it does actually go a decent amount, but it doesn't slide. It doesn't anything. So, like, that's the sticky property, which I think for honey makes a lot of sense. Then we have netherite, which is the really heavy one, which supposedly, let me see what that archetype is called. It is called slow flat. It is compared to a medicine ball. Okay, with knockback, it actually does go quite far, but it doesn't bounce, I think. Gives it a higher gravity, making it heavy. Yeah, so it does slide. It does bounce a little bit, but, like, not that much. And even with knockback, it lands and it kind of doesn't, like, continue to bounce or slide further. Then we have the slow sliding, which is similar to a curling stone. I like how on the wiki it actually has, like, what it's supposed to emulate. Oh yeah, that's definitely a curling stone, if I've seen one. So this doesn't bounce at all. How about with knockback? Oh, interesting. Knockback, like, barely influences it. I mean, it does go a little further. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It does go a little further, but this is, I can see the resemblance to the curling stone on that one. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay, so then next up we have iron. Is that iron? Wait, I made a mistake. This isn't netherite. This isn't the heavy one. This was the wool one. That is why it... I was already thinking, like, that doesn't behave like the netherite one. The wool one, I made a mistakey. Hold on. Or was it mud? I don't remember. I think I placed mud in this. Okay, so this is the regular one. This is the football. Yeah, this actually feels... That makes a lot more sense. This is indeed the one with the mud in it. So this is the one that's supposed to feel like a football. I think that works. Like, it kind of slides, which for a football that would be rolling, of course. But yeah, you can take out the block with the shears. You can also pick it up in a bucket and see what is in it. But I was kind of lazy. I just wanted to figure it out for myself. Okay, so then the iron one that we have now is going to be the slow one. So the iron is the medicine ball, and the regular with the wool is the or with the mud, sorry, is the football. Yeah, this is a medicine ball, all right. That barely bounces. Even with knockback too. This is really heavy. If you don't have knockback, it basically doesn't go anywhere. Even if you run and like double tap it, it doesn't really go that far. I don't see why they would be using this for a mini game, in all honesty, because I don't think it's chaotic enough. It's too slow. Then we have the one with, what did I put in this one? Okay, I need a bucket. Hold on, because I need to be able to pick them up to see what is in it, because I have short-term memory apparently. Well, that was great. I need to... Shit. That wasn't the stone one, right? It was the stone one. Shit. I love how I prepared this experiment and then I messed it up. That's okay. I mean, I kind of placed it perfectly again. Not gonna lie. Wait, what happened? Oh, I tried to pick it up with a bucket, but then my inventory was full. So in creative, it just doesn't. Well, actually, maybe it's in here somewhere. I have an inventory. Oh yeah, there it is. It was stone. Okay. Okay, so what is stone about? This is slow bouncy. Okay, so it does... The ones that do have a bouncy property, it matters where you hit them. Like, it has quite a big difference, actually. So if you hit them at the top, they stay low and they go further. If you hit them at the bottom, they go, like, with an upwards trajectory. Like that. The stone one does feel like one of the more controlled ones. I feel like if I had to compare it to the mud one, which they're like, this is the football. I actually feel like the stone one to me feels a little bit more like a football. They feel very similar, actually. It's like the normal bouncy and the slow bouncy are very close to each other. Then we have the wool, which is supposed to be... Where is it? Light. It's supposed to resemble a beach ball. So with knockback, I can see that. I do think it is the most jumpy. I would expect it to be lighter, though. As in, if they claim that this is a beach ball, this should go flying, even without knockback. And it doesn't really do that. It's still quite heavy. Then we have the magma one, which says hot. Which I think we have concluded. It performs similar to a stone one, I think. But if it hits a mob, the mob takes damage. As far as I actually don't know because I'm on peaceful. Hold on. I always forget what the... Oh. Well, Alt F4 is not the right one, Ro, because that's closing your game. That was so dumb. I was like, is it Alt F4? No, that's another shortcut. I literally just closed my game. I forget what the key combo is to shuffle through your game modes. Yeah, that deserves a clip. It is F3 plus F4. So I wasn't silly for remembering F4. Okay. You can't blame me for that. If I go in survival, I do actually take damage. You cannot... Can you not stand on top of it? Oh my god, you cannot stand on top of a block. But yeah, it does damage to a player too, but not a lot. As in, I'm not wearing any armor. And it takes like half a heart. If I crouch, yes, I'm still taking damage. But it's not doing enough damage to actually do any damage, though. So, like, this would be interesting to use for, like, mob killing or something, but for player damage, I don't, like, it takes half a heart, and as long as you eat... Well, that's the thing. Obviously, if you start running out of food, you don't regen anymore, so then it could actually do damage. Like, if we run a little bit so that we don't have a full health bar. Hold on. And we don't regen, then obviously if it continuously takes half a heart. Okay, come on. Of course you have to clip it with a title as well. I thought you would never fall for it. I mean, I tricked myself into it. I think I would never fall for it, but tricking myself into it apparently worked. Yes, you can throw a splash potion of invisibility. But to be fair, I don't think that would be something that they are going to use in MCC because they rarely use any potions. Okay, this takes too long. Never mind. If I lose health, we'll try it again. This one is the one with Soul Soil. I forgot for a second. So the Soul Soil one is supposed to have high resistance. Makes it very hard to push and unable to bounce. Oh yeah, that's... Even with knockback, this barely goes anywhere. It cannot bounce. Interesting. Okay. Then we obviously have the ice one, which is fast sliding. It's supposed to resemble a hockey puck, which we already noticed. Especially if you hit it with knockback, it goes sliding really far and it continues sliding really long as well. So in comparison to the... What was the... I think it was the mushroom block, right? Yeah, slow sliding. So the curling, if you want to play curling, you're going to have to use the mushroom. If you're going to play hockey, you're going to use that one, the ice one. Then obviously the TNT one, we already tried a whole bunch. Like we played around with it a whole bunch, but you use flint and steel to light it, or a sword with fire, or like the fire aspect, or a bow with fire or flame. I think they function similar to... They are a bit light or heavier than the plank one. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's Justice. Is it? Do I say it correctly if I say it's Justice? But welcome in, or is it just LS? Let me know. But welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. For the follow. Wow, my brain is not functioning today. I can speak. Is Justice. Okay, then I said it correctly. But welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. That's the word I needed to use. I hope you're doing well. How was your stream? I see you were playing some Planet Coaster. What were you up to in Planet Coaster today? Thank you so much for bringing your community over. For anyone who's new, if you're looking for a new friend, feel free to check out is justice. Follow button is floating above chat right now. For anyone that's new to the stream, welcome in. My name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she, her pronouns. And on the channel, we do co-working, gaming, and a sprinkle of IRL. And we're currently trying out all the sulfur cubes. Because I want to familiarize myself with how they work for MCC. So that's what we're doing. For anyone who's nude, I mean, yeah, I guess. But also if you're not nude. So next up we have the sponge one. Also, if you need to go raid and run, by the way, raid and rest, please make sure to do so as well. Self-care is very sexy. Finally go back to streaming after a month of hiatus. How do you say that word? I never know. I always read it and I think I realized just now that I don't know how to say it out loud. I think it's hiatus. I think. Not entirely sure. But I hope you had a really nice stream coming back to it then. That is always exciting. And welcome back, I guess. Welcome back to streaming. I need to check the sponge one. That's how you say it too. Okay. The sponge one is fast flat, so it doesn't bounce. I feel like this is very similar to the ice, but it just doesn't slide as long. This is kind of in the middle of the mushroom and the ice block. This could be fun for, I think with knockback, it goes quite far. Oh yeah, with knockback, it goes flying. Kind of like the plank one. Just jumped back into our park and updated things. Nice, let's go. Hi, Ada's. Okay. Yeah, this one, the plank one definitely flies. And the plank one is also the most bouncy. It says that this is supposed to resemble a rubber ball. I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that. So that basically is all the block types or all the archetypes. And some of them, like the plank one, also work with bamboo and logs and stuff like that. So I guess what's going to be most useful is to try and remember the 12 archetypes. So no matter what game we are faced with, we will know kind of like what type of sulfur block would be most beneficial to us. And then kind of like, I think I wonder if we're going to go for the plank one because it's so insane. Obviously with knockback 2, it does go a lot further. But yeah, I'm going to have to study and remember. Yes, of course. Of course. Thank you so much for the lurk and enjoy dinner. I hope you have lovely foods. Food is always a good idea after a long stream, so. But yeah, these are the archetypes. I think this was a good test. I think we learned a lot about the sulfur cubes. I think there is probably more to them, like the invis potions that can show the block inside without showing the sulfur cube around it and stuff like that. But I personally don't think we would encounter those in MCC. I feel like stuff like that always feels a little bit too out there. I really like the idea that was proposed earlier about the cubes being added to an existing game like Grid Runners. I can really see that happening because it would save them from coding an entirely new game while still integrating this brand new block into like a puzzle or something, which again would help if we remember the 12 archetypes. Like what if one of the puzzles is like getting the blocks for the 12 archetypes? Then it would just help to remember the easiest ones to get. So yeah, I think this together with the wiki page is just, I'm just going to share it with my team. So that we can use it in our Bible or in May's Bible. It's not our Bible, but in our strategy to kind of come up with some things. But this was fun. I liked it. I feel like the sulfur cubes are definitely something that were added to Minecraft for its multiplayer purpose. I still don't really see how I would use this in a single player world. Yet, but I'm pretty sure people are gonna figure something out. I think if they do add redstone to sulfur cubes, there's gonna be a lot of people figuring interesting things with it out for like single player worlds. But for now, I think it's just mainly really fun for mini games. So yeah, I think that concludes the part of the cubies. Because I think we've tested everything. Can a piston push one? I think so, yeah. I think I've seen that before. I mean, I can test it quickly. Oh. I'm no longer in creative. For a second, I was like, why can I not grab the block? No, not that one. Wrote how many times are you going to click wrong? I guess we would have to face this against it. There we go. I guess that would be close enough, right? Yeah, it can push it. Can a piston with a slime block? You mean a sticky piston? And like hold on to it, you mean? That's a good question. How are you finding the blocks? Very silly. Oh. If another sulfur cube hits the one with the magma block, it takes damage as well. A sticky piston pointing upwards with a slime block on top. And then you mean adding a block on top of that? I wonder how we're going to get that on there then. Like we would have to be really quick for it not to jump off. Oh, we can't stand on that. I keep forgetting that. Ah! I was too slow. It's going to keep jumping off. You stay still. Can you trap it? I don't know. Maybe. I guess the answer is yes. And then we need to power that piston, but we need to do that from there, right? I guess that works. I mean, it's trapped right now, but... Obviously, it takes... Okay, it kind of does stop eventually, though. But now that it's still... Hold on. It does kind of stay on there. There we go. Yeah, so we do have to wait for it to sort of be like... This also works with players. I did know that, actually. I have seen that. But yeah, you can have them bounce. Which I guess could be interesting for, like, visual effects or something. I can see people trying to add animation into their base with this. But yeah, I think that is it for the sulfur cubes. I think I've seen enough. As in, enough for now. So I guess then we're just gonna do a little bit of training. I need to go on to MCC. I think I might start with some parkour today. I'm not excited for it, but I need to train, so we'll do that first. And then I think next week we can do plobbies again. It's really hard to do research if you don't know what you're preparing for. You kind of just come up with random scenarios and you're like, okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. Like, think about this a little bit. But yes, of course. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, it's I feel like it's one of those things where you kind of just gotta just figure out as you play the game what your strategy is going to be, because there's no way of preparing for it. That's the same with like certain mini games. Like I feel like the grid runners, for example, is one of those mini games you can't practice. The only thing you can do is prepare yourself for understanding what the game is like, but you cannot practice grid runners. So for someone like a first timer in MCC, I think actually if I looked at the thing, there are multiple first timers though. So it's not like I'm the only first timer in MCC, but our team has 2 first timers. because Duncan has also never played MCC. So that does stress me out a little bit, you know? Because that means that the games that you cannot, like, for example, there's going to be people that have played MCC like basically every month. So they are super familiar with grid runners and stuff. And for me, it's all going to be new. So I'm just going to probably try to watch like some other people's VODs to understand how it works. Yay, I got all my thingsies. So the thing is, apparently I have the creator role, but I don't exactly know what that changes. That is true. The most important thing is to have fun, and that's what I'm going to try to do as well. And I'm happy that like our team captain, which is May, I've already told her like, hey, I'm not the best MCC player. Like it's just I'm here to have fun. I really like I'm obviously going to do my best on behalf of the team. But I'm just it's just interesting. I got stuff from the parkour, I think. So many things are blinking. Yay. This power shows a strength to win at MCC Island. Special collection. I don't exactly know what this is, but I'll use it. I think it looks cool. Mythic. I wonder if that's because I became a creator that I got those two, because I don't know how else I would have gotten those. Yeah, parkour and PvP is also not my strong suit. I've come to realize. I'm not good at parkour. and PvP either. But we're just gonna have to try. Where is my parkour warrior survivor? No, I want to go to the dojo. Cuz I want to do my daily course. Okay. But yeah, we're just gonna have to practice. I'm not excited. Parkour just frustrates me. But the thing is, okay, so I'm just gonna have to remain calm, because that helps a lot if I don't stress. Like that. Yay, we got this first one. Not like that, Ro. Yay. This is one of those things where it's like, it's really tempting to try and be really quick with the glass, but then I just fall off. So it's better to take it slow. I don't know if I've done this one before, actually. I don't think so. Okay, that didn't work. I should have known that. I did that, and then I was like, I'm not going to make that jump. Yay! Oh, I hate these glass ones. Ooh. That didn't work. Oh, my goodness. Ah! Nope. Mm. Ah, shit. The ones with the, like, super thin glass panes are just not my strong suit because you need to be so precise in your jumps. Ah! Okay, I got it, though. Oops. Oops. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, I hate this one so much. Oh my god, I did it. Okay, we're gonna go medium ending. Which scares me a little bit, but I think we can do it. I say confidently while actually having no idea how I'm gonna do this one. Okay. Not like that. Not like that. That has to be the jump, though. Oh, wait. I jumped wrong there. Because that jump doesn't work either. See? You don't make that one. So I think it's the diagonal one, but I don't really seem to make that one either. There's vines there, but I don't think I can use them. Well, if you actually walk off of it, you can't do that row. Got it. I had a plan and it worked. Okay, that didn't work, but... I did it, though. So I now know it's possible. Now I just need to replicate it. I didn't just do it earlier. I also made the jump, like, easily. And now I can't do it anymore. That is one of the most infuriating MCC things ever. Is like getting it and then you fall and then you just don't get it again. Like this. Does the rhyme point? I tried that one a couple of times, but I couldn't get that one either. See? No, I think it is the diagonal jump. I did actually get that earlier, but... I just don't get it now. I think I jump just like ever so slightly too early, but if I jump later, I don't jump at all. So it's like, oh, it's momentum. Like earlier I went back and I started sprinting earlier and I need to jump exactly at the right moment, but it's just, if I go too late, there are vines over here, but I tried to climb them earlier and they didn't really do anything. And also, then I'm up here. I don't think I can make the jump from up there to there anyways. Oops. Wow, I'm already... Are there any trapdoors? Yes, up here, but you can't jump on them. I got it. Now I just need to not fall. Same problem with that jump. See, I get it, and then I fall, and then we're fucked again. This is the thing. There's like certain parts of parkour that I just don't get through. And then like I'm like, okay, but what if this happened during MCC? Like at this point, I would have been dead and eliminated by far. I think this is the way to go though. See, but then I jump too late and then you fall. Yeah, your teammates can give you tips, but they're in their own parkour, so they're most likely not gonna give me any tips. The tips they're giving me is practice beforehand so you get good. That's basically their tip. I just don't know how to make this jump. Like, I genuinely don't know. Get good, yeah. That's the gist of it. Okay, I'm getting better at that one, though, so that's good. Still cannot make that one, though. Okay, I can actually do that one now. I figured out how to do it, which is... I guess that's what you just have to figure out. Is like you need to figure out how to do it, and then once you understand the jump, you can do it. Okay, well, I can't fully do it just yet, but I at least understand where on this block I need to be, which is not there. Lol. It is so difficult not to lose my patience with stuff like this. Can I... Riri! Thank you so much for the 25 months. That's such a long time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Okay, I'll do teleport scroll. I'll just do the easy ending for now. Because apparently today's course has a medium ending I cannot do. Also, I will swap modes again. Oh, then I'm back at the beginning. Well, that's sad. You're in my dojo lobby. No way. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well, then you can see me fail. Isn't that wonderful? You can see me fail in real time. Like this. Oh my goodness. Focus, Ro. Get your shit together. I know I can do it. Oh my god. I don't want to. You were in the chat. Did you just get the... You completed the course. Well, then you're doing better than I am. Because I'm not completing anything today. I fear. But we just keep on practicing. We just keep on practicing. That was dumb. I don't even know. How do you even make the jumps? So you kind of have to hit your sprint button right before you jump to make the big jumps. So basically every single time I hit control forward to make the big jumps, which is something that you have to really, like, that's muscle memory. The control hit, and like people that are really good at parkour do that so effortlessly. And I don't, clearly. Can you sprint over that? I don't think I've ever tried that. Ow. It's so smooth you don't fall in a slot. Interesting. I gotta try that. Oh, come on, Ro. Why do you do that? I think I might be the worst parkour MCC player in the history of MCC. Okay, we gotta do the trapdoors again. I don't like these either. I remember the first time I had to do the trapdoors and I just couldn't. Like, I would fall off. So much more than I am now. Oh, come on. I know I can make that jump. Why am I fumbling so badly right now? Really, Ro? Get your shit together. No, that's the most frustrating when you're literally on the last one and you fall. Yeah, you can do MCC training. So basically you can just, I think if you, the pinned message, or if you just type MCC, it has a link to the website from MCC. Oops. And then on the website, it just has a server address. You can just add the server and then you can just join. And yeah, everyone can play. Oh my God, not again. For fuck's sake. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Like, this is the moment where I start to get impatient, which is where things usually go wrong. And then I just get really pissed. And because I get pissed, I get more impatient. And because I get more impatient, I get sloppier. Like that. I start to like press keys on my keyboard and I don't even know why. I'm like, brain, what are we doing? No, anyone can join anytime, wherever. No limit. For fuck's sake. See, it gets like progressively worse the longer I try. Like, I keep dying earlier and earlier because I get worse at it. Which just makes it so much more frustrating. I'm on the daily, yes. I swear to God, I will throw my keyboard out of the window. There's no need to catch up to me. That's fine. I'm playing by myself, not really with people in chat today. So, I mean, you can do your thing. You can be on the daily. That's fine. But like, there's no need to catch up with me or anything. Just do your own thing, and that is completely okay. Again, and why do I not just pause for 1 second to make up my mind on how to make that jump? I get so impatient on the last one. I'm like, ugh, and then I fuck it up. That happens every single time. Like, especially on a course where I fall off a lot. I get more and more impatient, and I know I shouldn't do it. It's just like my executive brain thinks faster than my actual brain. So I've already done it the moment I'm like, why did I do that? And it's really annoying. Like, why is my brain like that? Why have I already pressed the button before my brain is like, Ro, think about what you want to do? No. Button already pressed. And it doesn't matter how many times I practice, that just doesn't change. Like, I keep doing that. And it is one of the most infuriating traits I have discovered in myself. Because I'm like, why? See? Because if I just take 1 second to think, I can easily make the jump. Wait, did I do this one before? Yes, I did do this one before. And I fell off before as well, I remember now. Oh my god. I don't even. I think if there's one thing why that parkour is teaching me, it's patience. Like, I still don't have any, but I think I'm slowly growing it with emphasis on slowly. Okay, I can do this one. Ah, shit. I did it earlier, like in one go. There we go. Okay. We do the easy ending. Ah! Don't want to talk about that. Oh my god, Ro, come on. Why? Why'd you do that? Why? Why? It's like the easiest fucking jump in the entire parkour thing, and you mess it up somehow. I knew I should have gone back. $10 minutes, 32 seconds. We go again, but we go to the side. Okay, well, that's awkward. There we go. Okay, that didn't work. Why? Ah, and then obviously you need to stop leaping forward, Ro. Because I can't see my feet, like I can't see where I'm landing. I don't think I can do it. I can't even make the jump if I'm not in first person. Oh my god, this is an interesting thought experiment though. Oh no, this is bad. Ironically enough, everything feels really sluggish if you're in third person view. I think I've always felt that a little bit. Okay, that doesn't work. Yeah, there's bubbles in the water. So you basically jump in the water. Well, not like that. You jump in the water column and then you have to hit it right so it basically lifts you to that block there, and then you have to do that again. Oh my god. How is this the easy mode? Like, what do they mean this is easy mode? This is more difficult than some of the jumps that I was doing earlier. I swear to God, I'm gonna punch a hole in the wall. You know what? I'm done. I'm done with the daily course. Not today, okay? Not today, apparently. I just got a lot of points for something. I don't know what, but I'll take it. Also, that thing was still beeping. Okay, it's gone. Let's see. What do we do? I mean, we can try to get to the other side, but to be fair, people are kind of annoying in this game if we are not playing Plobby. But we can try. This looks scary. No, that's so fair. Also, I feel like MCC, yes, it's Minecraft, but also it's not really Minecraft. Does that make any sense? Like, it is built in Minecraft, but it's not like if you're really good at Minecraft doesn't mean you're good at MCC, or the other way around. Also, look, every mini game has like its own waiting area. Doesn't it look cool? Yeah, mini games in Minecraft are a different breed. Like, genuinely. Also, you can be like so cracked at MCC and then actually play in a survival world and die within the first 3 minutes. But look, you guys have to see the chicken. Because this is that game where you need to like walk to the other side and then whack the chicken. I hope you try boat racing at some point. It's crazy how big of a community that is. I've tried it once. I don't really like it. I don't like how the boat controls work in Minecraft because they make me a little bit motion sick. I don't know how else to explain it, but like I also can't really watch those boat videos. Like people that do the boating on the ice tracks and stuff, like it genuinely just gives me nausea. Yeah, exactly. You're just drifting the whole time, which I don't know what it is. There's something about it that I don't like. Just in controls, but also like my brain doesn't like the movement. I wish it did though, because I think it'd be really fun to experiment with. Also, we leave particles. I just realized this. Look, if we're walking, we have like particles. I think that's from the 2 things that we got. I wonder if that's because we're a creator now. Because I genuinely don't know how else I unlock those things. I'm sorry. My abbreviation dictionary hasn't been updated with MCC terms or Minecraft terms. So what does HITW mean? I mean, to be fair, my abbreviations dictionary is hole in the wall. Thank you. See, I cannot remember those things for life of me. It's fine. I'm not particularly good at it, but it's not one of my worst games. Well, I'm waiting in the queue for to get to the other side. Oh, we are actually going to go onto a server. No, I'm playing by myself today, Andrew. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. But I'm playing Plobbies with the community next week on Tuesday as my final training session. So you're more than welcome to join then if you want. But today I'm just playing by myself a little bit. Okay, so the thing is, people tend to really be annoying and like grief each other in this game. Oh, we have a modifier, just 1 life. Okay, so if we die, we're dead. Great. But like this was the game where earlier... Oh, well, everyone just jumped off. I feel like that wasn't a great idea. I just followed. Why did I do that? I mean, I don't really know where I should have gone. Oh, I see. Wait, how did they... Like that? I mean, it's nice that I'm eliminated, but I still get to try again. Oh, so you could have also blocked down, I guess. Which is what this person started to do. Yeah. I see. Okay. See, but it's good to still do these things and, like, kind of practice the maps to see how people went through it. Because the more maps we know, the better for... What's the goal of this game? You need to get to the other side. And on the other side, there's a chicken and you need to whack it on the head. But every map is different. Okay, this is the map that I've done earlier where I got griefed so bad, I just couldn't get through the middle. Because people were just being bitches. Okay, that wasn't the best route that I took there. That wasn't the best route either because I fell off. Now I can't get back. Oh. Oh my god, Ro, get your shit together. Yeah. Time skip, only a few players left. Well, as you can see, I'm not really getting any closer. No! I saw myself fall off. Yeah. I also, when you get stuck here... Oh, that was where the fucking chicken was. I actually made it and I just didn't see the chicken. I didn't realize I fell into the right place. Yeah, that's dumb. I just never made it to the end of that map because last time they wouldn't... Like, it just couldn't. How did I not know that? I know Hollow. Oh yeah, the people that start blocking... I sort of get it, but I don't. Like, I get that it's faster, but not if you're Rosanna and you don't know how to do that properly. No! Oh my god, that was so dumb. I was so close. Why did I make that jump and I didn't just... Why was I not just a little bit more careful? Yeah, that felt really silly. I don't know why I did that to myself, to be honest. Again... I made it, but I didn't whack the chicken. Okay, we can do this again, though. This was good. As in, this was not good, but it was good practice. Okay, so I'm waiting to join again. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this. This was embarrassing. 16th place is actually horrendous. That's like last of the last. It's better than the park. Well, no. I mean, no. I don't think it was better than the parkour, but sure. I mean, we'll just continue practicing. It's fine. This is why we practice, right? Okay, getting teleported into new game. That's a nice thing if you play a game and you immediately queue up for the next one. Oh my god, everyone drinking their potions. Insane. You can still improve a lot. That's true. Thank you. Thank you for... Where are the chickens? Why do I hear everyone whacking the chickens already? What? Oh, people are using their snowballs, I think. What? I'm so confused. What? I don't know what to do. Well, that was clearly not how I needed to whack it. Dang it, that was my chicken! Oh, well, thank you. Rude. That's the only thing I've always wondered. If people in, like, the actual MCC are that, like, if they do that too. Like, if they'll be so griefing to others. No, I don't think you'll be able to... Oh, the chickens were over here. I don't think you can bring a spanduk. Unless you can fit it into your small backpack. Or your small pack. Is this the one where you need to drop to the ground? Move twice as fast, but with half the time. You've got to be kidding me. Like, I already can't move normally when I have normal... Yeah, there you... See, that's what I mean. I can't do that. I can't do the fast movement. Because I already cannot move like a normal person. Like that. Like, I will just get stuck. Oh my god. I cannot do this. What the fuck? How am I supposed to move at double speed? Everything goes so fast. There's no way I can do that movement. Like, literally just not possible. Yeah, of course, Maiko. Of course. Thank you so much for hanging out. Well, this isn't going all that great, is it? Crumbling blocks, of course. Would they allow it? I have no idea. I genuinely don't know. I think you have to look at the security page from TwitchCon. Well, this isn't really going anywhere now, is it? Well, that wasn't great. Okay, I forgot about the crumbling blocks. Well, that's really fucking rude. Now I have to go all out. That doesn't work. Why? Why? Yeah, okay, well, I can tell you that I'm not going to make it again. I have 20 seconds left. Yep. I knew I was not gonna make that. Oh, I really hope we don't get this game in the MCC. To be fair, what I hope is that we get team-based games where, like, for example, Grid Runners, where it's more like a puzzle thing. Because that's just something that I'm better at. Like, give me the Grid Runner puzzles, or, well, the thing is, I mean, there's also, it cannot be only team-based games, but, like, for, like, team-based games, we can make a strategy where we can put me in a place where I can be of use to the team, but not, like, you wouldn't put me up front for all the PvP action, right? But, like, I can stay behind and collect things. So, team-based games, I can actually, like, lean on my team and be useful. Whereas with individual games like this, I'm just no use. Again, I do wonder how much actual MCC players grief. I know that some people do that on MCC Island way more. It wasn't as bad as this time, to be fair. I got pushed off once, which is, like, that's fine. But we have about 7 minutes left of stream because I do need to wrap up on time today because tomorrow is another long day and we have an extra gaming stream this week. We can try the hole in the wall, actually. But yeah, I think team-based games are just going to be more my thing. I'm also really noticing that today it's just not working. I've done the to get to the other side and I was actually fine. Today, I'm just fumbling really hard, and I don't know why, but I guess my brain's just tired. And that's going to be another thing. I'm afraid that during MCC, I will be tired as well, which is not going to be a great combo, but yeah. We'll see. Doing that during actual MCC. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I think the people that play on actual MCC are just good sports. Like, they're going to focus on getting to the other side themselves instead of griefing others. And I think that's something that I've noticed in playing so far is that, generally speaking, the MCC players on the island are much more aggressive in how they play. Yeah, doing it while being watched makes a big difference. That's very true. But the problem is MCC, I'm going to be, like, next level watched. Right? Like, that's going to be, like, so I kind of need to learn how to do it while being watched. But it's true. I have been a lot better when I wasn't being watched, which is annoying. Because that's, like, the one thing that I don't really need. Is, like, I need to be able to do it while being watched. But yeah. But yeah, this is also a game where I've definitely seen people, like, grief each other, and it's just sad. Because I think that's also something that doesn't really happen in actual MCC. Okay. Get off. No! Crap. I thought I was in the right place, but I wasn't. I got 6, though. I don't know how many people were playing, so I don't know. I didn't die last. So that's good. I saw someone die before me. So that's good. Can we see in chat? 10 players. We started with 10 players. Oh, no. We started with 11. Oh, that's not bad at all. Wait, I actually did somewhat okay. I made it to the like top half. Sort of. That's good. Yeah. I'm not mad about that. I am not mad about that at all. Speaking of, I was thinking the other day, like I think I've said this before, but I was talking to a friend and I was like talking this through. The only person, like if there is a chance where I get into a PvP situation with the one and only Gemini Tay, I fear for my team that I'm like, if there's someone that's allowed to slay me, it would be Gemini Slay. I would put that on my resume. Like, that would be life goals. Like, if I die to Gem, I'm like, okay, that's fine. No biggie. If I die to anyone else, I'll be like, no. But if I die to Gemini Slay, I'm like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, my team has to understand, right? But what about killing Gem? You think I can kill PvP Queen Gem? By Drifty? Oh, honestly, Drifty can slay me too. Drifty is awesome. But Gem? That would just be like, I don't know. I'd consider my life complete. Either you get killed or you get the kill. That's true. Imagine if, like, by some weird sheer luck, she's already on like 2 hearts and I actually kill her. Like, what if? That would be so funny. I would brag about that until the day I die. Don't care about the situation. Don't care about the circumstances. I would brag about it until the day I die. You don't know upfront which teams you're against. So, okay, actually, that's maybe a good thing. Considering we only have very little left of stream, let me actually do a little bit of MCC yap. I think we can actually go here. So, when you are in MCC, like, you know, actually in the competition MCC, there's going to be all the teams. They're going to be on like a custom MCC island, right? It's not going to be this island. It's going to be a custom version that, from what I've seen in previous versions, is fully decorated in the theme. So like last year when they had the Copper Age announcement, the entire island of MCC was turned into like some sort of copper playground, and there were copper golems everywhere, and there was like a whole storyline that was woven into the specific layout and the specific vibe of the island, together with like the storyline that went through MCC. So also as a viewer, you're gonna see some sort of a storyline or some sort of like something extra. You're not just gonna watch the mini games. As you can see, the mini games take maybe maximum 2 minutes. From the top of my head, you play 8 rounds. Actually, don't remember if it's 8 or 7, and then is it? Oh, yeah, we do know what that means. Hold on, how many rounds is it again? I always forget. I don't think May put it in the Bible. I think Gluon did participate, but I don't know if it was the Europe one. I think he might have participated in the US. It is so good, isn't it, Thomas? I love it. But yeah, there's like a series of mini games. And obviously every mini game takes like 2 minutes. The whole show takes 4 hours. So as you can see, there's going to be lots of things happening in between. As an MCC player, there's also a break in between. There's like many things happening. So I am not sitting at my desk for 4 hours continuously focusing and gaming. Like, there's a lot happening around it. However, every single time there's going to be a game, there's going to be a game selection. What that basically looks like is a big clock. If you've seen the Hunger Games, it kind of looks like the clock that you saw, like, you know, in the Quarter Quell, where you have like slices. Every team gets chickens and they throw it into the slices. Every slice represents a mini game. So you can kind of throw your chicken in the slice that you want to win. However, chickens wander around. So you throw your chicken and then it can actually walk straight over to the next slice, and then your chicken counts towards that mini game. The mini game with the most chickens wins. It is kind of like a really random way of selecting it. But the thing is, as a team, you can have a slight influence on which game is played. As you progress through the games, the multipliers increase. So your first few games, if you fumble your first game, it doesn't matter as much. because you only have a one-time multiplier. In the last game, there's a 3-time multiplier for the coins earned. So if you fumble your last game as a team, you can actually be number 1 and then all of a sudden be somewhere in the middle of the leaderboard. So it is important as teams to make a little bit of a strategy on which order you would like to play the games, because you can try to get your bad games early on and you can try to save your good games for like the later rounds as a team. I feel like that's very much a strategy if, as a team, you are very aware of your strengths and your capabilities in MCC. For me, for example, it would be very beneficial if the team games are last and if the individual games are early, because individual games are not my strong suit. That would mean that the coin multiplier on my failures is just 1. Whereas if we do the team games and we actually get really good results, we would get a higher multiplier towards the end. But yeah, the games are selected by throwing the chickens. It looks very silly in game. It's very fun. You can't, like I said, you can kind of have influence on what game you're going to play, but chickens wander. How does the multiplier work? So every player, as they are playing in a game, will earn coins based on their performance. Depending on, like, if it's a game where you have to kill people, you get more coins for killing people. You get more coins for staying alive longer. You get more coins for winning. So the 3 times multiplier, let's say that you're playing a game and you kill 2 people, you get coins, but they're 3 times multiplied. You survive longer than the first 10, you get 10 coins. Or like you get coins and those are 3 times multiplied. Does that make sense? So like every individual player will have the multiplier, which means that every individual player, the higher score they get, the more coins the team will have in total, which eventually places you on the leaderboard. And then right before the finale, the 2 teams with the most coins will make it to the finale. The finale is always dodgeball. Dodgeball is basically dodgeball, but with bow and arrow. There's 2 arrows and they flip between the teams. So basically every team starts with 1 arrow. And then usually one team will go attack first and then the other team will collect that arrow. Then they have 2 arrows and basically you need to shoot other people. The field gets smaller. So instead of with dodgeball, if someone dies, they basically go on the outer circle. With this one, you don't go on the outer circle, but the playing field starts to shrink. And basically you just need to either try avoid arrows or shoot someone. Do you want more practice on that? I'm happy to shoot. We can, I mean, I guess we could practice it. Maybe what we could do, I would have to like set up a little thingy for it. Although I guess maybe on the PvP server, you can also practice with bow and arrow. I want to look into the PvP server. I might message May about that, but because I was thinking maybe next week on the Tuesday, we can do PvP on the first half of stream and then plobbies on the second half of stream. But then we can still do PvP where you guys can PvP against me. Like we can practice together. You guys can kill me basically. Or not. I can kill you. Either way. But I think that might be nice to just do a little bit of PvP training because that's just not something I'm really good at either. I'm starting to realize I'm not good at anything in MCC, which is ironic because I'm playing in MCC, but we kill each other. We are so wholesome. I know. But honestly, I'm just here for the fun. I have told May that, but I think I might have to inform the rest of my team as well that I'm just here to participate and have a good time and try all the games. The rest of my team is really good though. Like they are actually like May is next level. I actually don't know about the other 2, but they're like from May's judgment, they're good. Which means that May literally told me just get placed 35 or higher. There's a total of 40 opponents. So I just need to be better than 5 other people. Which I basically just want 5 other people to have a bad day. I want 5 other people to fumble really hard because they are hungover. And then maybe I can make it. Because then if the rest of the team does really well, we still stand a chance to end up like not last. But yeah, I think the thing is the team makers of MCC are actually pretty good at making balanced teams. So every team has a couple of really strong players and a couple of players, not like weak players, but that aren't as strong. As in, I think I'm a weak player. We will sabotage 5 other people, exactly. So who do we need to get drunk the night before? I'll make a list. I'll make a target list. No. For legal reasons, that is a joke. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read up as much on the games as possible so that at least every single game that we launch into, I'll understand what we're doing. I think there's like an upside and a downside to playing in this particular MCC because on one hand, there's going to be a lot of really good players. Because for example, there's an entire German team, there's an entire French team, and they're really good. However, the upside is that there's like a lot of good players, so the playing field is quite leveled. Whereas, for example, with the US one, they also tend to have quite a lot of players that are like not Minecrafters, but just like bigger streamers. And usually those are like more like my level. So if I had played in the US one, there would have been more noobs like me, but I'm not. I'm playing in the one where there's actually only people that are really good at MCC. So yeah. As a German, I'm rooting for the Dutch team. Thank you. So that was kind of sad last year. I felt a little bit bad for them. The finale last year was the Germans against the Pink Parrots, and the Pink Parrots are a notorious favorite. As in, it's always a different team because the teams shuffle. But in that specific instance, the Pink Parrots are kind of notorious for winning a lot. Even though it's continuously different players, they just have an aura about them. No, my teammates have experience with MCC. May and Jeremy have played in MCC before. So they both actually have a lot of, not a lot, but like they have specific MCC experience. And May has done a lot of competitive Minecraft. So like mini game style competitive Minecraft. So she just is very skilled. But last year, like I said, it was the Pink Parrots against the German team. I think they were the Lime Llamas at that time. And initially the Germans were like in Dodgeball, it was 2-0. So the Pink Parrots had 0 and the Lime Llamas had 2. So it seemed like they were winning, but you could just notice the entire vibe in the audience. Everyone was cheering for the Pink Parrots, and no one was really cheering for the Germans. And it felt kind of sad because it kind of uplifted the Pink Parrots, and they ended up winning. Amy ended up doing a 1v4 where literally they were by themselves and they won from 4 others on the dodgeball. Like, it was crazy. It was a legendary moment. It had never happened before. No one had won a 1v4 before. So like on its own, it was legendary, but it felt so bad that not only were they first winning and kind of not getting cheered on, they then also lost. So yeah, I felt little bad for the team, to be honest, because you could just see that they were losing their momentum and their focus and their sort of motivation because the entire room was sort of against them because everyone wanted the Pink Parrots to win. So yeah, that wasn't really like, I was kind of sad for them. I was like, oh, poor guys. Like they were so focused. They were trying so hard. They were so close to victory because you need 3 games to win. So yeah. Well, I'll just be cheering for everyone. Like I literally said, I've literally like on Twitter, I've been cheering friends of mine on. Like I've like 2 of my friends, Maddie and Amy, are playing on the same team. I was like, what do you mean you guys are on the same team? Now I'm like also like low-key kind of enthusiastic for your team. Becky is playing, Eloise is playing, Owen is playing. I'm like, so many of my friends are on so many of these teams. How am I not like Jem is not a friend, but like if Jem wins, like I'm not gonna play, you know? So yeah. I think I'm like problematically biased that I want everyone to win, which obviously is not possible. Cheering for everyone in your bedroom. Just cheer in chat. Just cheer in the Twitch Rivals chat. You know, that works too. Also, I just realized I was still on on MCC. So I'm just gonna leave. I think what I also should do is like the days leading up to the event, I should just play a little bit of MCC every day because I do notice that I haven't played now for 2 weeks and I'm significantly worse than I was 2 weeks ago. Like with parkour and stuff as well. Like 2 weeks ago, I was practicing every day and it is muscle memory and you do lose it really fast, which is actually kind of annoying. Like, why? Why does that happen? Anyways, we should probably go find someone to raid. Because I already have to do a co-working stream tomorrow and a gaming stream tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do Minecraft again, but much chiller. We're just going to play in my forever world. We're just going to vibe. We're going to continue my storage room build, which I'm actually really stoked about. Like, I couldn't stop thinking about this build for the past week, and it's been really difficult not to hop onto my world and just build it for myself. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, let's see who we can raid. Let's see who all is live. I actually think I might have an idea where we can go. Just doing a little scrollsy. Um, I would like to go to someone who's doing Minecraft. We can go to Maggie again if you guys want. I love going to Maggie. Maggie is wonderful. Um, and it says whimsical vibes for your Monday blues. I kind of need that after this MCC session, not gonna lie. Ooh, enjoy your vacay. Enjoy. I hope you have a lovely time. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I wish you the most relaxing vacation ever. I mean, weather is going to be good, so enjoy the weather. Um, I immediately tried sprint jump at the same time just now, as in for parkour. How did it work, you? But yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Maggie. I think this is gonna be really nice. Maggie is just vibing. I actually don't know if I'm assuming she's playing on the flight. Yeah, she's playing on the flight. Which is a lovely SMP. And she's just vibing. She's decorating her dorm, I think. So yeah, let's go say hi to Maggie. Maggie is one of my dear friends who also plays a lot of Minecraft, and her vibe of Minecraft is just so inspirational. It's very cozy and very relaxing, and I like that a lot. Thank you, Lena, for putting all of those in chat. If you guys are hanging out here, you're not in our Discord, if you're not following me on any of my other socials, or if you're not checking out the VODs, all links were just posted in chat. You can also check out my shop or check out my merch if you want to. Also, specifically for the Discord, it has the schedule in time zone friendly ways. So if you're on a different time zone than me, feel free to check out the schedule there. Tomorrow, co-working starts 1 hour later because I'm going to go to the doctor's office. And if we start co-working, I actually have a meeting in our first POMO. So it's literally going to be... she's sending me back. True. That is so true. But yeah, I literally have to go doctor's office, start stream, and then hop onto a meeting. So it's going to be a little bit of a rushed morning, but I promise it will still be very nice. Tomorrow we have Hunger Games music as our theme. So if you want to come vibe to that, it's going to be really fun. I promise. And yeah, feel free to copy pasta one of the rate messages that was posted in chat. You can use the ones with emotes if you're sub to the channel. Otherwise, you can use the one with the little green leaves. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a lovely rest of your time zone, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!